welcome to another episode of The Average ED. Today we're going on a range test. That's right here, taking the 2023 Volkswagen ID.4 rear-wheel drive on a range test with beautiful and some might say perfect testing conditions. Let's get into it. So I wanted to remind everybody about kind of the rules of this range test. So first off, I'm going to stay at a constant speed of 70 miles per hour. Of course, that'll not always be true because I'll have to loop around, but the majority of the trip is going to be spent going 70 miles per hour. Next, I'm going to have the climate set at 72 degrees, and then it's going to be on low. So it'll be auto, 72 degrees on low, and I'll be able to stay very comfortable. It's approximately 68, 70 degrees. We got 67 right now, high of 78 today. So probably be between that 68 and 74 degrees, which is perfect to kind of see what the range of the ID.4 is going to be. Now, this is a reminder, this is the rear wheel drive, so it should be more efficient than the all-wheel drive. If you're watching this and you have the all-wheel drive, this isn't going to be the best video for you, but you could assume you're going to get less than whatever I get on the rear wheel drive. Now, what's my guess? What do I think I'm going to get? Well, I did a range test for the ID.4 in the winter. It wasn't super winter, it was like 40, 50 degrees, and I got, I think it was 228 miles. So my guess is 260, and which is interesting because the EPA rated range is 275. So if I can get 260, I would be really pleased, and that would be a consumption of 3.4 miles per kilowatt hour. So hopefully we'll get that, we'll see. So I'm gonna finish charging up, we're gonna get in the car and see how this thing goes. All right, we are charging up to 100%, 91%. Once we hit 100, we're gonna pull and go. It's really great because we're at 91% and we're still pulling 51 kilowatts. Gotta love the charge curve of the ID.4. All right, everybody, we are charged up to 100%. As you can see, it says 302 miles of projected range. That would be nice, but I don't think that's what's gonna happen. Again, I'm gonna be set up here in eco mode. For the vehicle, I'm gonna reset all these. Okay, so as you can see, we are set up in eco mode, good to go. Starting at 0, and let's see how much range the 2023 Volkswagen ID.4 Pro rear-wheel drive has. Again, I'm thinking 260, but who knows? Let's get into it. Here we go. All right, we are on the highway at 70 miles an hour. I'm gonna confirm that with the GPS right now using Waze. 70 miles an hour in Waze, 70 mile an hour speed limit, and 70 mile per hour currently on the cockpit display. So we are good to go for our test. Let's see how many miles the ID.4 can get. All right, we are on the way here. I checked the wind in the app and we are heading into a headwind, so I'm expecting a lower consumption every time I go this way, and when I come back it'll kind of fix itself, which is good. Again, this route I go is different than a lot of other people's 70 mile an hour range test because I do go through mountains, but I will be coming back the same way, so that should help cancel out most of it. Yeah, so I'm going to basically every 25% come back, catch you all up on how many miles we've gone and how many the car says we have left. Again, I'm targeting that 3.5, 3.4 maybe miles per kilowatt hour. Right now we're at 2.3, so we've got some work to do, but I'm not too worried since again we have the headwind, and we'll get a little help anytime we come back the other way. We have hit 75%. We've gone 62 miles with a 3.2 mile per kilowatt hour consumption. There it is again. So far so good. We are on track to be close to my guesstimate. We might be a little bit under, but we are on the way back, so I should see the consumption go up and maybe we'll have a little bit better of a chance. Here we are at 50%. It says we have a projected range of 142 miles left. We have gone 130 miles, 3.4 miles per kilowatt hour consumption, and things are looking good. We are on pace to hit 260 miles, which would be incredible. I'm not sure if that's what's going to happen, but I'm certainly going to try to make that happen. So yeah, we'll see. And this current part of the loop I'm going is the more inefficient part of the loop. So there definitely is a chance to hit the 260, if not exceed, which would be really awesome. So I'll keep you all updated. Again, we're halfway through. Things are looking good. If you watched my last range test for the ID.4, no troubles at all. My new loop that I planned has worked perfectly, and this is how I will do it for every car I get to range test. For all the potential ID.4 owners and current ID.4 owners, if you were ever interested, you can go into vehicle and then click data, and you can actually watch what's being used by your car. So like right now, I'm having energy put back in my car because I'm going down a decline, which is kind of a cool feature if you're interested. If not, doesn't matter, but I thought I'd show you all, and this kind of neat little embedded feature that I like to look at every once in a while. We have hit 25% state of charge, 70 miles, 69 now miles of range projected. We are, where are we at? 192 miles traveled, 3.4 miles per kilowatt hour. That just flipped from 3.5. So we've been going between 3.4 and 3.5. And it says 68 miles projected. I already said that. So we'll see what happens. There's definitely a chance we could hit 260, but we'll be in that 250 to 260 range for sure once we land the ID.4 back in Frederick. All right, everybody. We got 2% left. It says I have 5 miles of range projected. I'm 8.4 miles away. I think I'm gonna make it, but I might dial some things back here to make sure I make it for sure, because I would hate to have to get towed to a charger. That would be embarrassing. So we should make it, because this is the last uphill and then the rest is downhill into Frederick. So I'm feeling good. I also think there's some buffer below that we can tap into. So looking good. We're right now 251 miles, and I'll leave the final number as a surprise to you all. I will meet you back in Frederick at Electrify America. All right, everybody, we're trying to wrap up this range test here. I'm gonna loop around because we've got 1%. We got lots of juice left. We want to use every single electron we've got. Just driving around Walmart trying to get the battery down as low as possible. I think we'll eke out 1 more mile, maybe a little bit more, but we'll see. All right, we made it 0 miles, and we had a total of 262 miles of range. Outstanding. Here I'm gonna go to vehicle. We'll get the good stats here. 262 miles traveled, which is incredible, way over my guess. The speed here is obviously a little low because of my last laps here around Walmart. It was about 66, 67 miles per hour. So was able to keep 70 miles the majority of the time. there's always these like two inevitable slows, but fortunately I think that's just a general traffic pattern. So every time I do this, it'll be relatively fair. And again, this isn't a controlled environment, so there's not much I can do about that. And then we have 3.6 miles per kilowatt hour consumption, which is great. So yeah, super pleased with this. I still have juice to go, and for the battery, it said I could have kept going, but obviously I was at 0 and my car was like, please feed me. So yeah, really incredible. Really pleased with this. 262 miles with the rear wheel drive. I'll have to go check what some of the all-wheel drives got when there was a range test done with them, but definitely worth us getting the rear wheel drive over the all-wheel drive, since we wanted to have that road tripping range, and we really don't have the weather most of the time, and our careers don't give us a reason to really need all-wheel drive, although it is nice to have a little bit of extra pep in your step. But so that's it, everybody. We did the range test, 262 miles. I think there's definitely a little bit left in the tank, so impressive performance by the Volkswagen ID.4. That's almost a 30-mile difference from coldish temperatures to what I say comfortable temperature. It was about, like I said, 68 to 78 degrees the entire time. So a really, really great performance. Glad we went with the rear wheel drive, just because we wanted to be able to road trip and have a little bit more range. There is a video I'm gonna have eventually, we still have to get it, but we're going on a family trip to the beach we usually go to, and we're gonna need a car top carrier. So what I'm gonna do is I am actually gonna do a car top carrier efficiency comparison. So get that, put that on top and see how that goes. So you'll have to make sure you like and subscribe. That way you can, and hit the notification bell too, so when that video pops up, you can see what happens there. Obviously, I think it's gonna take a little bit of a hit, but how much of a hit? Yeah, so thanks again for watching. If you haven't already, hit the like and the subscribe button. If you like the content, please tell your friends about it. The channel hopefully will have 1,000 subscribers by the time this goes, but if not, you all could be the 1,000th subscriber. So thanks again, and I will catch you all next time.